Hey guys, what's up? So, if you're anything like me, there was all sorts of car movies that really triggered my obsession with cars. So, like old school ones like Bullitt and Gone in 60 Seconds and Dazed and Confused. But ever since I was a kid, and I say kid, old enough to drive, Fast and the Furious, man. Like I remember seeing that in the cinema, and I was like 16, and I had a car already, and I did a burnout in the parking lot when I left, and that was it. And I've never had like a proper import car until today. This is the new project. It is a 2010 Honda Civic EX 4-door. It's got 230,000 miles on it. Oh no, 270, sorry. And as you can probably see from the video, the paint is rough, real rough. Apparently this generation, this is an 8th gen, apparently this generation of Civic had really bad clear coat problems. It's got these really bad aftermarket wheels. The brakes are really rusted. The window tint is trash. Yeah, so you can kind of get an idea where we're starting from. Headlights are really small, fogged over. Probably need replacing. Front bumper kind of sagging, missing one of the vents. Even the license plate is bent. But she's got good bones. She's got real good bones. So let me pop her open here. The interior is actually in really good shape, considering the year, considering what the outside looks like. Okay, here we go. Interior's in good shape, a little bit dirty. We're gonna clean it today, right? Automatic, which is not my jam, but you know, 'tis what it is. Steering wheel's a little bit rough like this, but everything is complete. Could use a new H, you know, because what's the point of a Honda if you can't show it off? But yeah, I mean, real solid. No sunroof, which is nice. Headliner is coming down a bit in the back, but I got a plan for that already. Nice and spacious. I got a bunch of kids, so that's helpful. But yeah, I was pleased. I don't like crappy interiors. To me, interiors are a lot harder to work with than exteriors. So yeah, so plan. Just as I said, Fast and the Furious, man. We're gonna go 90s / early 2000s boy racer with this. This console, it's not it. I don't even own CDs anymore. I've already got a 10-inch touchscreen head unit that I'm going to install, and actually it retains these lower gauges here. It's sort of like really nice, sort of in the trunk. I'm going to install that. There's really cool gauge pods you can run where they put gauges here. I love my mechanical gauges, so we're going to get some gauges, even though they're superfluous. What else? I've already got an exhaust can for this. Actually, you know what? Let me pop the trunk. I'll show you what we got going here. Pull. There we go. Let's hop back out. There's dog fur everywhere in here because my friend who I got it from had a couple of big dogs. Here we go. All right. So there's the head unit. Here's the exhaust can. I got an Evil Twin or Evil Energy off of Amazon. Apparently they sound really, really good. So we'll just scrap the original like so. Rear bumper is probably gonna need to be replaced. It's been hit a couple times, so it's not in the best shape. You can even see the little pop rivets are kind of coming off and everything like that. It's actually just barely hanging in there. So we'll fix that. The big issue is that the transmission will not shift, right? As if these weren't all big issues to begin with. Transmission will not shift. I believe it actually just needs a good flush. So what I've gotten here is some Honda ATF and a new transmission filter. This was an unusual one because with this gen of Civic, it had an external filter, transmission filter, which to me is just so odd. It's almost always in the transmission itself, but there we are. So I've got that. These 4 things will be the first things we'll do. And you might be thinking, well, why an exhaust? Why not deal with the essential problems? Well, because Honda. It's a little Civic, and so if it doesn't have a loud exhaust, is it even really a Civic, right? So hopefully you guys will enjoy this build. I've got other plans. We're gonna go real cheesy with it too. I've already got undercar LEDs, you know, because the underglow, you know, once again, it's a vibe, man. I can't decide if I'm gonna wrap it or paint it. So if you wanna drop something in the comment as a suggestion, don't say scrap it because we're keeping it. But yeah, and the wheels are definitely not it. Those are gonna have to go too. The downside, actually, because these are really crappy wheels. They've been chewed up on the curb, but they're wearing Pirellis. I mean, they've got good tires on them, so I'm gonna keep these until I really can't keep them anymore. But I think that's pretty dope. What else? Oh, the good thing is, right? This car cost me $500. which you might think, oh, you got robbed. I actually think it's a darn good deal for a Civic that runs and drives. I did drive it the 12 miles to get home in essentially what was first gear. So that took a while, but anyway, she runs and drives. And yeah, so this is our new project. I sold the XS 1100 a couple of weeks ago for more than what I paid for the Civic. So the Civic essentially got paid for by the sale of a bike. And yeah, so I'm stoked. And yeah, follow us on the build, like and subscribe.